Hi, everyone. It's Wanda with the Armchair Cat Advocate. And I know that I wanted to give more people, I wanted to give people more warning than this, but I had time right now to do it. So I thought I would take advantage of it and do it. It's quiet right now. As far as I know, there's not going to be any interruptions. So I'm going to just do the unboxing now. As you can see, it is Christmas in July. Um, this is actually the accumulation of a couple of weeks of gifts that have been coming in. I basically know what's in everything, so that's why I haven't been unboxing. I've just kind of been putting them aside because people have been emailing me and telling me when things were coming and what's basically showing me the receipt. So I know what is in everything, and that's kind of, and I really didn't need anything right now. So but I am going to unbox all this stuff and talk about what's happening because there is a lot happening. Um, I'm in a lot of flux right now. I'm not sure what's happening with my living situation. Um, I can just rest assure everyone that the cats will always be cared for. No one will be left behind. I will always make sure that they will be, they will be cared for, and no one's going to go hungry. Um, you know, it, of course, my indoor cats will always go wherever I go. It's the outdoor ones that are more of a challenge as far as placement. But I'm not leaving anytime soon, and we'll talk about that a little later. I also want to talk about the whole thing with Amazon, what's happening there, what's happening with some of the other things that are going on. I also wanted to do this stream now because I know that across the pond, our folks across the pond are like 4 or 5 hours ahead. So that's still at a time where they can see this because we do have some people who have been kind enough to give gifts that do live in the UK and in other parts of the world other than the United States because, hey, there's more to this world than just the US. So let's start with the unboxing and see if we can get through all this because it's a lot. I do know what most of this is, but with let's just start with the smaller packages. Um, the other reason I'm doing this now too is because everybody's asleep. um, and I know you all love to see my helper Fury Monster, but Fury can be a bit of a challenge. We'll just say that. And I'm telling you right now, the kitchen's a mess. I've been trying to get things organized. I have boxes that I've been cutting up. I have things that I turned the fan off, so it's probably going to get hot in here because I didn't want to hear that in the background. Um, but yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that has to go out for recycling and just been gathering that up. And that's another reason I want to do this because our recycling goes on Tuesday. So I want to try to get all this stuff cut up until then. So back to the fun part, the unboxing. So we have catnip. This is silver vine, and this is regular like catnip and silver vine blend. This is what my crew likes. The indoors like it. I even give it to the outdoors on occasion because I just think it's fun for the outdoor cats that because some of them have never experienced catnip. So it's fun for them to see that and to experience something different. And then we have Sissel, which I desperately needed. I do have some, but I needed more because I have a pretty big project that I'm going to be redoing. I have one of those like 32-inch cat posts, and it's not this kind of sisal. It's like a fabric sisal that's wrapped on there. So I want to take that off and replace it with the wrapped sisal. And I think, it's perfectly usable. I mean, why throw something out if you can fix it and continue to use it? So we're going to put this stuff over here. And I think there's a card in here. Maybe. Yes, there is. I'm just going to throw things on the floor because I know if Fury comes out, he'll want to play with it. So we'll just do that. So we'll see. Okay, so this is, and of course, I mean, I do know where most of these are coming from, but I'm going to read them anyway. This is a gift for you, Meow from Cosmos, Cat Mama's Boy. And the second one says, Meow from Neffy and Ruby, Neffy's mom, Cat Mama's girls. So thank you, Cat Mama. And Cat Mama also sent the fan. So I wanted to, that has been so wonderful. It has helped so much in here because this kitchen gets so warm. And when I run the air conditioning in the back, it kind of comes into this room, but not completely. So this is kind of like a dead area as far as air is concerned. So it's really nice to have this moving around. The only issue that I have with a fan in the kitchen is cat hair goes whoosh, but I don't care. And if anybody has a problem with it, this isn't the channel for you, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm Gen X. I don't give two Fs what people think. This is my space. I'm doing the best I can with it. It is what it is. So here's our next one. Actually, some of these I might not remember who they're from. So it might be just like I'm getting surprised all over again. So we have the card. Oh, this is okay. This is a gift for you. Enjoy your gift. We hope this helps. I wish we could do more. Love ya, Cammie and Wendell. From Mary C. Roundtree. And so this is from our friend, from Cammie and one of our honorary cat daddies on the channel, Wendell. So we have Wellness Core, which is really great. The cats love this. Abra loves this. All the outdoor cats love this. And some of my indoors eat it, but my indoors are picky because they can be. The outdoors aren't as much. But this was the item that poor Cammie sent, and I didn't get it. And we had to go back and forth with Amazon. And we're going to talk a little bit about Amazon then and what's happening with Amazon and what I found out and how I think we're going to be able to fix the issue of my not getting notified with these gifts. So there's that. And here's the next one. So these are the Cap Action flea control. These are, so when I was rescuing the kittens back in 2020, I was working with a rescue out of Maryland, and the one of the founders of it, she suggested using these, and this is a really good tip. So what she would do is she would use these, I think her veterinarian told her this, but anyway, what they do is if you have a cat that's incredibly infested with fleas, or if you have kittens that are too young for like a regular Revolution or anything like that, these start at 2 pounds. So it's possible that a kitten could be big enough for these, but not old enough to start using the Revolution. So what the suggestion is for cats that are highly infested with fleas. So if you have a kitten that's highly infested with fleas that can use this product but can't use like a Revolution or Frontline or Advantage or anything like that because they're too young yet, as long as they meet that 2-pound requirement, you can give them one of these. It will kill all the fleas, then give them a Dawn bath, and that will solve the problem. Because if you're bringing the kitten in, you're probably not going to put the kitten back out on the street. You're probably bringing it in because you're looking to find a home for it. So the same thing with cats that are able to use Revolution, Frontline, any of those. You can actually use this on the cat as first line defense against fleas. It will kill all the fleas. It only lasts about 24 hours, so it wears off. So after that 24 hour, I'd probably wait 48 hours to make sure it's all out of their system. And then you can put a Frontline or Revolution or whatever on them, it's like kind of a spot treatment to control fleas afterwards. So if you have a cat that you can do all those steps with, that's great. If you can do this, kill all the fleas, then give them a Dawn bath, then put the spot treatment on after that. That's like best case scenario. But I know that's not always possible with cats, because sometimes, depending how socialized or unsocialized the cat is, that might not be possible. But this is a great tool to have if you are working with colony cats. So, and the next one is, let me see here. So it says, for kitty wellness, thank you for all you do, from Cat Mama and the Kitties. So that one is from Cat Mama as well. So I have that one. And this one out here. There we go. Okay. And we have wellness again, and this is the tuna variety, the seafood variety. So this is actually one of Abracadabra's favorites right now. Her three favorite foods are these Wellness Core, the Fancy Feast, I have to think, the Fancy Feast Petite Salmon variety, and the what are they called? They have like a gravy in the center. Savory centers, that's what they're called. Savory centers. So she likes the savory centers pate that has kind of a gravy mixed in it, and these and the petites. So Abra's going to be very happy. And this actually came from, it doesn't have a message, but I know this was one of Nunya's gifts that came a little later. So thank you, Nunya, for that. And like I said, a lot of these things, the reason I didn't unpack them right away is because I had things that I was already using, so it wasn't a priority. And I wanted, I think it's fun for people to see the unpacking and to read the messages that they send so that everyone can see how generous our Advocat Clowder community really is. So let me go over here. Here's the next one. And this one you can, so this one was kind of open like this when I got it, because you see whoever packed it didn't think to pull the sticky off and seal it properly. So I'm trying to think how I'm trying to remember how this came through, but I remember this came through. And this is also, I don't think there's a tag on here either. Yeah, this is also More Temptations. I didn't tell you, the outdoor cats are loving these. They're absolutely loving these things. My indoor cats, it's weird because some of the indoor cats like them and some of the indoor cats don't. Like Rogue likes them. He likes them, but I have to feed him like one at a time because he's spoiled. Fury eats them, but he's not. They seem to like the greenies better. Let me think who else. I think Masu eats them, but we don't always. Not everybody's crazy about them inside, but outside, Lucy loves them. Lawless loves them. Everybody loves them. So what I've been doing is sprinkling some of these. So the outdoor cats. This is the outdoor cats' food, and the outdoor cats dinner is basically they get Friskies or whatever, pate, special kitty, whatever. They get that, and then on top of that, they get some cooked chicken. And then on top of the cooked chicken, they get some Temptations. And then for the youngest ones that I have out there are the two little Seal Point. They kind of look like Siamese kittens. And because they're so little, and the female just had a litter, but I don't know if they survived or not. Now that I have the trap, she's definitely going to go in and get spayed. I'm just trying to arrange a time to do that. So I like giving the outdoor cats these because it is more of a high calorie food, and it gives them a little extra treat that they wouldn't get normally because, they're outdoor cats. They don't get the same kind of attention that our indoor cats get. So these are great. These are not going to go to waste at all. Plenty of kitties like these. So let me set those over here as well. And I don't know if I said that one's actually from Nunya as well. Even though there wasn't a tag, that was one of her gifts. So let's see what else we have here. You know what? I'm going to open these. I don't know if you can see here. Let me see if I can put this down a little bit. We have big boxes. I know what's in them, but I'm going to open them anyway because you don't know what's in them. So, surprise. Let's see. Okay, that's just a packing thing. Oh, it's heavy. And there is hang on here. What's this? Some ticket finished goods thing. And okay, so it says a gift for you, Christmas in almost July. This actually came the end of June. But like I said, I knew what was in it, so that's why I just haven't had a chance to unpack it because it's not something that I needed immediately. It says, keep doing what you do. Thank you. From Valentino and Miss Nanya. So thank you, Miss Nanya. Miss Nanya knows I appreciate this because we've had many conversations about it. But I'm going to open this just to show everybody. Because it's alive, you know, I don't have to worry about my storage space and my phone exceeding, and then I get a notification like halfway through my recording, you're running out of storage space. Your recording will stop in 2 seconds. So, we're going to talk about the direction of the channel too in a little bit here. So I'm actually using my computer today. So I'm going to pull this out of here if I can. So as you can see, this is a live trap, but it's not just any live trap. It is a very heavy live trap, but also it's a very heavy live trap, but also it is as you can see, a 2-door live trap. And the nice thing about these is, and by the way, fun fact, the traps are made by a company called Havahart, and Havahart is a company located in Lidditz, PA, and I grew up in Lancaster, PA, which is, I don't know, half an hour from Lidditz. So anyway, it's been a while since I've used one of these. Okay, so basically you can access it from either side. So these are nice because, like I said, you can access them from either side. So if you have a cat, like I have one in the colony, she's already spayed, but she's also very, very shy. And she doesn't really like to be touched. I mean, sometimes I can maybe just touch her tail as she goes by, but that's about it. And she has a lot of burrs stuck in her tail, and she needs a flea treatment and some other things. So I wanted one of these 2-sided traps so that I can access her from either side. So if I bring her into the apartment, I can put her in the crate. I can open the one side and then open the back side and kind of help guide her into the crate so I can treat her and do what I need to do. So I'm going to see if I can put this back in here, because I think we're going to keep these in here for the time being so they don't get damaged. But this was really, really nice of Nanya. To do that for me. Okay. So we have one over here too, which, let's see if I can just pull this out here. And we have paper for Fury Monster. And we have, I don't know if we have a note in here or not, but again, like I said, I do know where this one's from as well. And this one is so this one is another live trap. This is a single door live trap. These are the kind of live traps that are accepted at the spay neuter clinics. They don't accept I don't know why, but they don't accept the 2-door. They used to accept the 2-door traps, but they don't accept them anymore. So I'm not sure what happened or why that policy changed, but they do accept the 1-door traps, and that's great because now I have 2 of them. This one came from, so both of these traps came from Miss Nunya. The other trap that the first live trap that I got came from Cat Mama. So I want to thank both of those ladies so much. So appreciative for this, because now I can take 2 cats at a time if I can. I'm trying to remember what the policy is with the SPCA. I don't know if you can take one or 2 cats in on a walk-in, because they accept walk-ins. So if you get there early in the morning and you're like, they'll let you bring cats in, you can just drop cats off. You don't necessarily have to have an appointment, which they're one of the few. I mean, I will give them credit there. They're one of the few clinics that actually do that, and it's really nice. So that is the other. I think that's everything from Miss Nunya. Now let's see what else we have here. I'm going to have lots of fun cutting these boxes up, because there's going to be cats wanting to play in these boxes as I try to cut them up. So we have a little more yet. And then I want to talk a little bit about what's happening as far as the channel and some other things. So as you see, we have some more boxes over here. Now these I'm not quite sure. I know who they're from, I think, but I'm not sure what's in them. So we'll see. Yeah, you gotta love how some of this stuff is packed. So this big box, contained this kitty scratcher / bed. Hi, Mark. I was hoping that you would be able to catch this. This is part of the reason why I just got done saying in the beginning I wanted to do the stream earlier so that our UK friends could see. And I don't know who this one's from. It doesn't say. So I'm not sure who this one's from. But yeah, We have a lot of boxes. Yeah. Yeah, you're the only one. You're the only one here, I think. Yeah, I think you're the only one. So yeah, you have the only one. Okay. Fury is actually sleeping, which is part of the reason why I wanted to do this now, because I figured, I mean, can you imagine if he wakes up and realizes what I'm doing out here? He's gonna be having a mess. Rain again tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay. You can hear me. All right. Because I'm looking at my microphone. Microphone's like, wait a minute. Microphone is like looking. It is showing that it's muted. I'm like, wait, no, I don't think it's muted. Okay. Yeah, it's hot here. I turned the fan off because I didn't want all the noise. But um, since you're on, and I'm glad that you are on, um, I believe this is your present to him. I can figure out which way is up. So we will open this one since you're here. Yeah, he goes underneath my bed and sleeps. We got it. And more Temptations. And just to show everyone why I asked for this bed, this is what I'm dealing with. And I hate, talk about ugly cat furniture. I hate to throw it out because the Abra and Rogue take turns sleeping on it. It's got cat hair and it's all messed up, but they still sleep on it. And it's on a box that I've been wanting to break up and put outside, but they don't want to. Food in it I got for Abra. Yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking. I just thought it would be easier to do a live stream than to record it. Because until I get my new phone, and because I have a lot more storage space on that right now, I'm always running out of space and then it's a hassle. So I thought I'd just do a live stream. And I wanted to try. I'm glad I timed it right because I wasn't sure. I was trying to think, well, maybe you'll be around to see this. Actually, Fury likes these too, but as I was saying in the beginning, these are one of Abra's favorites. You can see it. Fancy Feast Petites. These are one of her favorites. This is one of her other favorites. The seafood variety. And then her other favorite is Fancy Feast Savory Centers. It's a pate, but it's got like a soft center in it. So let's open this. I'm curious to see what he does with the toy. I will definitely do due to the heat. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's actually a little cooler today. We had Monday was like 100 degrees here. And then we had some storms come through. I don't know what it is right now. It was cooler earlier this morning. But here's his little toy. So obviously you put the food in the fish, and then the cat has to spin the fish around and to get the food out. So we'll see what he does. And this one. I think this one might be from Catitude. I think that fish is one. I don't know if it is, or if they just ran out and had to restock. I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter because Fury got his. Yes, I think this is. Catitude's probably still in bed because she stays up late. Yeah, so we got another one. So this will be great. So Abra can have that. And okay. So there's no note, but I'm going to assume that yeah, I'm going to assume that that's the gift that she got for. Oh, she'll watch this later and she can tell me, but I'm pretty sure that that's what she got. So I think that's it for the unboxing. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Wait, what's in here? Oh, these are maybe your notes, Mark. Let me see. Okay. Then you can tell her that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So we have, oh, Mark, you can make me read this. I don't care. I'm going to read it, Mark. I'm going to embarrass you. Okay. So, this says, for my lover's fave Abra from Mark. And you wrote it, so. No, they actually, I don't know if you can see that, but no, everything's on there. And then it says, for Fury Monster's cat treat dispenser toy from Mark. And make that Fury work for his treats. So thank you, Mark. And Fury thanks you too. Nothing. Yeah, I kind of figured that. So I guess that's all for the unboxing. So I want to talk a little bit about what's happening with like the Amazon wish list thing. So, and Mark, you'll be interested in this because I was on the phone yesterday for about an hour with a nice representative from Amazon. And what she told me is she went through the whole thing. She was trying to talk me through it, and she said, "Do you see this option? Do you see that option?" I'm like, nope, I don't see anything. There's nothing here. There's nothing. There is nothing in this list, in any of these options, in any of the settings that I can click on that will allow me to be notified when somebody sends me something. The only thing that I can see is if I'm on like the laptop and I'm on like the website, the Amazon website versus the app, it will say last purchased. So it will say when an item was purchased, because there was an item. And the reason I called was there was an item that someone purchased. And I don't know if they watch this and you see this, please know that a replacement's coming. They had purchased me one of the elevated cat dishes, and I never got it. I saw that it had been purchased. I kept looking and checking. It was supposed to have been delivered on the 15th, which was Sunday, I think. And I even got something. I had even purchased something myself from Amazon and got an Amazon delivery on Sunday, and I didn't get anything. So I waited a few days, and then I called and I talked to the woman at Amazon. I explained everything, and she said, well, we'll just send you. She said, do you want a refund or replacement? I said, well, I want a replacement because somebody bought this for me. So, no, I didn't include a note. I didn't see a note in there, Mark. I don't know, maybe they didn't put it in there, or maybe, wait. Yeah, I didn't see it. That's what I think. I think somebody saw it and just grabbed it. Yeah, I don't see any kind of note in here. Yeah, I don't think, I don't know. Maybe Amazon, either she didn't include one, or maybe Amazon just messed up again. So I talked to the woman at Amazon. I said, look, I live in a city. You can't just put crap on the step and not tell me that it's there, because if it sits a little too long, it's going to go. So she was trying to figure out a way to make this work. So after an hour of fooling around and trying to figure all this out, what she came up with is starting a gift registry like you would for a baby shower, wedding, or whatever. So they have an option to do like a pet registry. I guess if you adopt a pet, or you're going to adopt a pet or something, I don't know. But anyway, there's an option in that kind of a registry so that they generally take a photo and send it to the person who bought the item. Like I know, like when I buy things, when they send the email saying your item's been delivered, they'll have the picture of the item, where the item was put. So they do that, but I don't know. I mean, I think because she didn't give me any problems, because she saw that what I was saying is true, that there's no option whatsoever in just the regular lists to be able to get notifications when you should be able to. So the solution to that is we're going to set up a gift registry. The only thing with the gift registry is it's like a time thing. Like you have to put in a time frame of when you want the gifts, because it's leading up to an event like a birthday or a baby shower or whatever. But we can work around that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's what happened to Cam's too, because Cammy and I had to go back and forth with Amazon to get that resolved. So that's going to be the solution. So I'm going to work on that. I'm also working on setting up a PayPal account So for people that don't want to deal with Amazon or are afraid something might get lost, because my issue with all this is it's bad enough that I'm not getting something that was purchased for the cats. But what's even worse is people are spending their money that, most people that are watching this channel that are buying these gifts, they don't have Elon Musk kind of money. They're working, they're on a budget or whatever, and they just don't have, they don't have money to piss away, so to speak. I don't care if YouTube likes that or not, but they don't. And we're all struggling. The economy's bad all over. It's just not a good time to be taking people's money and not give them anything in return. So that's the issue that I have with this whole Amazon thing. So anyway, we have that resolved. And I am going to start a PayPal just in case anyone would want to, instead of going through Amazon, that way there can be direct donations if they want to do that. And then hopefully next month I can get a PO box up and running. So that way the PO box, people want to, if people want to send things and they want to get them somewhere other than Amazon, they can. So Amazon doesn't have the monopoly on the gift list. So that's kind of where all that's at. And then the other thing is I am, because, and I wanted to thank everyone for this, because everyone's been really generous with sending the cat food, because it's been, this is the first time in, I don't know, for quite a while that I've actually been able to get some things that I need, that I personally need. Like I need a new phone. My phone's about ready to crap out. It's over 4 years old. It's, it's not getting like the proper updates anymore. So it only has like 32 gigabytes of storage, which is unheard of nowadays. So it's really an old phone. It's a Samsung, but it's an old phone. It's a mid-range phone. I don't buy $1,000 phones. So I am going to, the money that I would have had to spend on cat food this month, I was able to now put into a down payment on a new phone, which again, as I said, it's not going to be $1,000 phone. It's a mid-range phone. It has a lot of good reviews on it. So I'm going to do that. It has a decent camera, lot more storage. It also is one of the few phones nowadays that still has an SD card, or that can use an SD card. So that SD card can be up to 1 terabyte of storage. That will give me plenty of storage, because what I want to do, what I really, really want to do, is I want to do more with the outdoor cats, because I know people like that. People like to see the colony. They like to see how a colony is managed. And I would love to be able to do live streams and be able to walk around the neighborhood and do some like cat spotting, take a little bag of Temptations. I'm on a mobile, I'm on a mobile contract, but I'm not tied to that now. That contract's expired. So I'm now pay as you go. So I'm fine. I'm fine with, and they actually offer like a payment plan for their phones. And so I'm good with that. The phone thing's one of the easier things that I'm dealing with right now. But yeah, I want to be able to go around I want to be able to walk around the neighborhood and show people like the life of cats at night and what they do at night, and why it's so important that they get spayed and neutered, because you're going to see cats that are hissing at each other and have that I've had a couple that I have broken up fights before they started, because I've had they put their backs up in there at each other. I'm like, oh wow, here we go, we're going to have a full out no holds barred fight if something isn't intervened here. So so that's one of the things that I want to do as far as the channel. And the other thing is I want to start doing some interviews with people. Now, I haven't seen the possum. That possum, so for those of you who don't know, we have a baby possum wandering around our apartment area. And the possum, I actually saw the possum before that night, Mark. I saw the possum down in the courtyard area because Fury. I had Fury out for a walk, and he all of a sudden he kind of walked over to my neighbor's my downstairs neighbor, and my downstairs neighbor, we face a well, the side of our building is there's a little alleyway, and it's next to a building. So he has like a little area between his this the side of his apartment and the building, and there's like a little it's like a little alleyway, and Fury was headed towards that alleyway. I'm like, where are you going? What the heck? So I went and followed him, and I, at first I thought it was another cat, and then as I look in the alley, I see this thing moving, and the first thing I thought was, is that a kitten? Because it was tiny. And then and then I saw it move, and I thought, wait a minute, that's not moving like a kitten. So as I got closer, I saw it was a baby possum. So that baby possum's been around for a while. I didn't get footage of him that night because I didn't have my phone. I jumped up to just make sure that Fury wasn't going to get himself into trouble with some stray cat. And so I didn't get footage of him, but he's been around, and I'm hoping he comes back. So I'm putting a little extra food out. I always have a pan of dry food out on the balcony for him. So possum always will have something to eat. So so we covered. So we have the Amazon covered, the PO box thing, the PayPal thing, the camera thing. The next thing is, I guess people kind of want to know like where I've been and what's going on and why I haven't posted as much lately. And so here's what's happening. So for those of you who may not know what this is about, I'm in something called Permanent Supported Housing Program. So permanent supported housing program is for people that are low income. Usually it's for people that have some kind of a mental health issue or physical disability. And the idea behind it is to give those people access to housing that they may not otherwise have. And the whole idea behind it is that you only pay 30% of whatever income you have. So if you have disability, you're only paying 30% of that disability so that you can actually have affordable housing. And the problem is that these programs are not always run very well. That's the issue. There's also an issue of when you start to outgrow the program or you become more stabilized, you're kind of stuck in it. Because if you're not, like in my case, I'm looking to start my own business, hence partly why I started the YouTube channel. But that takes some time. And meanwhile, I'm here. And this is not ideal for me and my mental health issues. And, Mark and some of the other regulars here know some of the things that are going on. But long story short, there's been a lot of issues. There's one tenant here that's caused a lot of problems. And so basically, I've been spending my days on the phone, filling out forms, filling out complaints, talking to different leadership in the county, trying to find a solution to this, because the way that this program is run is not appropriate. The way that they're using their funding is not appropriate. So I'm trying to see what can be done about all this. My goal here is I really need to get out of this housing, but I don't want to just get into another situation like this. So I'm looking to see what's available. My dream in all this is to be able to start a business where I have a standalone brick and mortar site where I can have the business and I can live and have the cats. That would be ideal. It's kind of at the point where I'm exploring options of possibly where I could move. So I just want to put all of this to rest right now. Not that anyone said anything, but I know people have expressed concern here and there about why aren't you on, like, I mean, okay, so just like the elephant in the room is, why haven't I been on Kim's streams? Okay, look, there's nothing going on between Kim and I. There's no fighting. There's none of that. In fact, this is why another reason why I'm doing the stream now is because I didn't want to interfere with her stream that she has later this evening. So, as far as Kim and I are concerned, I don't have any issues with Kim. I don't think she has any issues with me. At least she hasn't said anything. So, it's more of, on my end, it's just, I am so overwhelmed right now. And it's been so ungodly hot and disgusting. And I have this issue with these housing providers, and there's been all kinds of just, it's kind of boils down to this. I'm a troublemaker. Okay. Those of you who don't know me, I'm a troublemaker. I have a big mouth. I'm not afraid to use it. Mark, don't say anything. You have to keep him in line. As soon as I said that, big mouth as far as expressing myself and advocating for myself, Mark. Okay. That's what this is about. This is an advocacy channel. It's not an OnlyFans channel. Okay, Mark. So anyway, I am a troublemaker. I'm not afraid to complain. I'm not afraid to I'm not afraid to complain. I'm not afraid to, go to a higher up and say, hey, I don't think this program's being run properly. Because, I'm a tenant. I have rights, just like a landlord has rights. I have rights too. So if I'm doing everything I should be doing, then my landlord should be doing the same. And the same way with these other programs. I mean, if I'm in a program and they're supposed to be helping me, and if they're supposed to be helping me transition off of like Social Security and welfare and all these government programs, if they're supposed to be helping me get self-sufficient and find a job that I can work with my disability, and I've been in this program a year and a half and nothing's happened, yeah, I'm going to call you on that. Because if I'm doing all of my things that I'm supposed to be doing, if I'm filling out the forms, if I'm doing the work, if I'm writing out the business plan, if I'm doing all this stuff, then that's right, Mark. Yeah, if you don't complain, there's no chance of anything ever being done. Exactly. If I'm doing everything now, if I'm not doing what I need to be doing, yeah, then definitely call me on. They can call me on it. They can definitely have reason to go, you know what, Wanda, well, we would have helped you, but you didn't fill out this form, or you didn't call us back, or you didn't email us, or you didn't do this or that or the other. Fine. But that's not the case here. The case is that I'm doing everything I need to do, actually doing above and beyond what I need to do. And this program is not doing what it needs to be doing. And that's not just me complaining. I've had conversations with leadership in this county that have, off the record, said the same thing, expressed the same concerns. But the problem is, hi, Chris. The problem is that they can't do anything short of pulling all the funding from the program, which means then innocent people are going to suffer, because that's what it comes down to. It always comes down to the people that need the help are going to suffer because the leadership can't get their shit together and do the right thing. That's the problem. So that's where I'm at. No, that's okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm not that. I'm not offended at all by that, Mark. No, I have no problem. I'm very open. I have mental health issues. So I've been diagnosed with PTSD. Um, I have ADHD, depression, anxiety. I have a lot of mental health issues that I deal with. As far as the physical disability, I have something. I don't know, Mark, are you familiar with fibromyalgia? It's it is a more of like a chronic pain condition. Also causes extreme fatigue, um, joint issues. So that's what I'm dealing with, and I think, and I'm glad that Mark brought that up because I think it is important, thanks Mark for bringing, actually thank you for bringing that up, because I think that is something that a lot of people, when they look at somebody like me and they're like, she looks fine. She looks, um, she said, yeah, he's, I mean, you look fine. You look like you seem to be okay. I mean, and people aren't doing it to necessarily be mean or judgmental. It's just when you don't, when the disability isn't obvious, when it's an invisible disability, it can be hard for people to wrap their heads around what's really happening. But that's really what, and like right now I'm having issues with my hand, like my thumb, I'm having pain in the joints of my thumb. So I'm thinking there might be rheumatoid arthritis runs in our family as well as regular arthritis. So I'm kind of hoping that that's not like the beginning of something that I really don't want to have to deal with on top of everything else. But you know, and that, again, Mark, thank you for bringing that up, because that does remind me just to bring this up to everyone, that when people have disabilities, and I mean, this is one of the things that I will say, going back to Kim and I, Kim knows that if I'm overwhelmed, if I'm stressed, if I'm not returning her calls, she doesn't take that personally. She's like, yeah, well, Wanda needs space. Just, whenever she's ready, she'll call me. And I do the same for her. So it's that giving people that grace to deal with issues. And sometimes you do need to isolate, and sometimes you do need to take a break and to just, process everything that's going on and try to figure it out. Um, that's right, Chris. People don't know what they can't see. Yeah. And I mean, and how many people, I mean, I know there's people, look, not giving any names, obviously, but both myself and Kim have had people reach out to us. Um, and, you know, people that you never would suspect, with issues that you never would suspect. So we can't always judge people and just look at somebody and go, oh, well, they look fine. Well, they act fine. Well, why are they doing this, or why are they not doing this? And it's like, okay, well, first of all, you don't know what anybody's dealing with in their life. And second of all, it's really none of your business unless the person invites you in, or the person tells you, or they share with you something that's going on in their life. And then that's also confidential. And if they share that with you, that's, unless it's like me, that, because I used to, Mark, just to go back to what the question that you asked, I've used to volunteer with an organization called NAMI. It's National Alliance of Mental Illness. I don't know if they have any. I don't know if they have anything like, if NAMI is in the UK or not. I don't know. I know it is a national organization, but they do a lot of education and advocacy around mental health issues. And I used to do presentations where I would go into like rehabilitation centers and schools and various places, hospitals, and talk about mental illness, and talk about, we had it was called In Our Own Voice. So myself and somebody else that also has mental health diagnosis would go in and talk about yeah. Okay, so Mark is asking, if I'd move, would I be close to the colony? I would. Oh, we have mind. Okay. So maybe that's kind of like what NAMI is. Um, As far as the colony is concerned, okay, so here's the thing. So I might as well just talk about this too. So if there's a possibility I might move, okay, I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't know what's happening. I'm kind of in the process. That's another thing that's keeping me busy, is trying to figure out if I move, like, how's that going to impact everything? And not just the cats, but like my insurance and, all the kind of stuff that I have. Um, just the normal things that people have when they start thinking about moving and thinking about different places that they'd like to move to, and looking into, okay, well, would this place have, would what I have here transfer to there, that kind of thing. So as far as the cats would be concerned, I would definitely go. As I said, my indoor crew comes with me, come hell or high water, they're coming with me. I don't, if I have to get a big, like an RV and drive around with cats, I'll do that. I will never surrender an animal again. I couldn't go through it. I'm not saying, and that's not, let me back up a minute. I want to make sure that people that have, if there is no other option in your life but to surrender an animal, went through every other option that's possible, and there's no other. Hi, Catitude. Hang on, Catitude. Let me finish my thought. If there's no other option for you but to surrender your animal, because, like, if you're between a rock and a hard place, if you're going to be homeless and you feel like your animal would be better off in you have a home that would be loved and cared for, and that's the decision that you make. Look, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, for myself, I could never go through that again. I could never surrender an animal again. I did that with my dogs. I still have trauma from it. I still can't process that trauma. It was heartbreaking. It was all kinds of messed up. I just couldn't do it again. So any animals, my cats are going to be here, and, they're going to be with me no matter what. As far as the colony is concerned, the ones that are friendly, I would take with me. Like, of course, obviously Abra, Tora would go along. Don't ask me how I'm going to do this, but I'll figure it out. But I'm telling you, they will not be left behind. Or if I can find someone that I know and trust that would have maybe like a barn situation for Abra, Lucy, Lawless, and the balcony cats that are kind of indoor outdoor at this point, I might consider that too. But we're not at that stage yet, so I don't want anybody to worry about that, because they're not. I'm not at that stage yet. I'm just playing around. Right now, I'm talking to administration. I'm talking to leadership in the county to try to resolve this issue with my housing. I'm not in danger of being evicted. They have no legs to stand on to evict me. I pay my rent every month. I don't have a salvage yard in front of my on the balcony. I'm not driving. I don't have a pickup truck full of junk. I'm not doing that. I don't have people living with me. They can try to evict me. It's not going to work. So, we'll just, but what I just wanted to come on here and let everybody know this, because, we're the Advocate Clowder community here. So we're family, and we help each other out. And I just want everyone to be honest with everyone and just know, okay, this is why, if I'm not in Kim's live stream, it's not because Kim and I are having a fight and we're having drama. It's not that. It's because I'm just overwhelmed, and I just need that space, because, Mark, here comes your friend. I knew it was too good to last. Come on, bud. You want to come in here, her? Come here. Ugh. Here he is. Here he is. Say hi to Mark. Hi, Mark. Mwah. He goes, what the hell's going on, Mama? Yeah, we got boxes we got cat heaven out here, don't we? Here, where are you going to go? I don't even know where you're going to go, bud. There's so many boxes here. You can play in whatever you want. Well, he's gonna play in the boxes. So Catitude say nothing. He's going to see his dad. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. A Catitude. You can see it on the rewatch. I did. Okay. Now, Catitude, I don't know. Here, hang on. I'm gonna do a recreation just for Catitude. Hang on. Okay. Ready, everyone? Okay. Look, a box. Amazon dropped a box off. I wonder what could be in it. Are you watching Catitude? Okay. I'm going to open it. Hear me opening it? Okay, here comes the big reveal. I'm hoping this is from you, Catitude. Look, it's something that Abra wanted. Catitude, please tell me you got this for her. Please tell me. You did send this, right? I got 2 of them, so one of them had to be from you. So, yeah, thank you, Catitude. Mark said that you sent one, so I'm hoping that he's right. You know he can be a little sketchy sometimes, right? Yeah. See, I have my laptop. I can't really move it, but he's in one of the boxes. Let me see. Wait, hang on, bud. Can everybody see? Look. Oh no, don't jump on the computer, bud. Don't sit on the computer. Come here. Don't sit on the computer. I know. You're such a good boy. Cat Mom, I thought that was from you. No, there wasn't a card. There wasn't. You want to play? Did you want to see your toy? You got a toy. Do you want to play with your toy? I don't know if everybody can see. Cat in a box. Yeah, he's got boxes all over. I did not see anything Catitude from. Let me look in the. Maybe it went down in the. I don't know which one. There was 2 boxes. Oh, wait. Maybe there was one and I just missed it because it was underneath the flap. Maybe. No, it just says gift receipt. Oh wait, maybe. Oh, wait, where'd it go? I think maybe that one's it. Something else just fell out from underneath the. Fury Monster. Okay, so here's the one from Cat Mama. It says meow from Jessie, little girl, Cat Mama's 10-year-old sweetie. So there's that one. Let me see. Oh, wait. No, all the only thing that I'm seeing Catitude. The only thing that I'm seeing, show us your chocolate starfish treat. Mark. Amazon's getting it. Yeah, Amazon is getting really weird. Fury. Come here. Ugh. Come here, bud. Here, Mark. There, you happy now? That's the best I can do. Mark's got some issues. That's why Mark's our special. Don't jump. Mark's one of our special subs. No, you cannot be on the computer. No, you cannot be on the computer. Well, there goes all the notes. No, do not get on the keyboard. You want your toy? He's obsessed with that. I know. You know, Catitude, I told him when he got on here that this is an advocacy channel, not an OnlyFans channel. But I guess, you know, he didn't hear me. Fury. Oh, now I have no idea what I have now. He just knocked everything on. Catitude, if I find it, if I find it in all of these or somewhere out here, because everything's all thrown together, I will make sure that I read it. But I don't. Yeah, all I see is the receipts. Yeah, they were a lot. I remember pages and pages. What, Fury Monster? What? Look, you got a toy. I see your toy. Do you want to see your toy? I was wondering when you were going to show up. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can figure out the toy. He's sitting there. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can move the laptop. You can see him. Yeah, I'm sure. Fury can't wait to try this. See if I can get him down there. Here he is. Oh, what's wrong? Your boxes everywhere? Are you going to help Mama clean the boxes? Or not clean the boxes, break up the boxes? Yeah, it's Fury Monster. That's a Fury Monster. Well, now what are you trying to get? Yeah, I don't know. As I was saying earlier, Catitude, Amazon's just so messed up. So when I go on the Amazon website on my laptop, I can see on the side it says, like, if something was purchased and when, it'll say purchased like July 10th. And there was somebody bought one of those little elevated dishes that I use for them. And it was supposed to be delivered the 15th. Well, I actually had a delivery from Amazon that I had bought on the 15th. So I was checking off and on throughout the day to see if they dropped it off. And I never saw anything. I mean, I got my package, but I never saw anything else. So I don't know. They sent me out a replacement, but it irritates me because nobody here is rich, and people are trying to do nice things. Like people, that send things to me, they send things to Kim. They're trying to make things better for us and for the kitties. And you would think that Amazon, here's the thing. What's his name? Benzos, whatever his name is. The dude, Jeffrey, the dude that started Amazon. He was able to fly off in that little rocket for how many millions of dollars or whatever he paid for that little rocket trip. But you mean to tell me they can't hire some tech person to figure out how to do some kind of link where all they have to do is just have it either on my end or the person that's sending. If the person's sending it, they can just say, do you want the recipient of this gift to have updates on when it's being delivered or something like that? And then you can check yes or no. I mean, it can be that simple. Yeah, he's like, I don't know where he just jumped over all the boxes and he's playing with the paper. So, I don't even know. Where'd the fish go? Oh, here's the fish. Let's see if I can get it off of here. I have some of these different Cat Stages toys, and the cats usually enjoy them. Let's see if I have scissors here. Fury, you knocked down everything. Oh my God. I don't know where he went now. Now he went in the back room. Now he's wreaking havoc back there. Okay. And base included for standalone. So. Yeah, they won't. And see, that's why I'm kind of like the point where I'll set up this gift registry, because the gift registry actually has a way that I can click, yes, I want notifications. So I'm going to start a new list, and I'm not sure how we'll transition that. I guess maybe I can just make the old one private so that I don't want to. The problem is I don't want to delete it because I don't know if people bought things. They still need to get to me before we close out that other list. I don't know. It's effed up. It's just effed up. I guess I can say that on YouTube. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not monetized anyway right now. So, but Amazon is huge. Yeah, they are huge. They have the capital to do this kind of stuff. That's why I'm kind of at the point where, you know what, maybe I just need to set up a PayPal account. That way, if people want to donate, they can donate that way. You can send me a message, say, hey, I'm sending you $10, buy some Friskies, and I will buy Friskies. Maybe we just, do it that way. And then I'll start, next month. I'll get hopefully, I think I can arrange it in the budget next month that I can do a PO box. And that way, if there's a PO box, then people can just go ahead and get wherever they want to get it. They don't have to buy from Amazon then. You want to buy from Walmart and send it to me, you can buy from Walmart and send it to me. Not that I ever expect anyone to do anything like that. That's up to the individual person. I'm just giving people options because people do like to donate and help the cats. Oh, and by the way, and then while we're on the subject of messed up things, what the hell's going on with YouTube anyway? I don't know about any of you, but I've seen some comments from people, and I've experienced myself. I've had some of my comments on my channel deleted by YouTube. That's the only thing that I can figure happened, because I had a comment. I left a comment for Mary Miles. She had asked something about I don't know, Mark. I don't know. I'll have to check on that. And there might be another kind. There might be a better thing than PayPal. I don't know, but I'll look into that. But Mary had made a comment on one of the possum shorts and had asked if possums and cats get along. And I responded to her. I had the first comment. I went back to check on because they said there was more comments. So I went back to check on the comments because, I try to always look at the comments and like and heart so that everybody knows. Yeah. No, I believe that, Mark, because I'm having the same issue. I mean, this comment, I left a comment from Mary, and it was just basically, I said, I have no problem with the cats and the possums being together, and they share the food and fine. I mean, I've had big adult possums. I mean, it was just a comment about possums. There was nothing. There was no cuss words. There was nothing. And I'm like, where's my comment? And I'm the channel, I own the channel. And I'm looking at it and it's like, okay, it had to have been YouTube because obviously I didn't delete my own comment. Jenna is on as an editor. I'm not an editor. I'm sorry. She's on as a moderator, but that's all that she can do. She doesn't have any other, she's not given access to anything else other than moderating chats. That's it. So, and it wouldn't be her anyway, but I'm just saying, if people say, well, maybe, that somebody did. No, nobody in the channel did it. And obviously Kim's not going to, Kim has the same powers that I have on the channel, but she's not going through and, she has her own channel that she's dealing with and comments that she's dealing with. She's not going to go through and delete people's comments. She's not. So it had to have been YouTube. And it's just stupid. I mean, I've had comments of mine, and I know Catitude and Mark, I know, Mark, you have not had they were clean comments. There wasn't anything wrong with them. There wasn't any, double entendres or anything like that. There wasn't any kind of, there was nothing wrong with his comment or, and Catitude, same thing with Catitude. I've seen Catitude's comments disappear. It's just stupid. And then the other thing is like, they kind of play around with the subscribers. They unsubscribe people. I mean, yeah, they do if you haven't interacted in a long time, but there are people that are active subscribers that are getting unsubscribed. And I didn't look at it today, but I noticed on Kim's channel, Kim was up to like 4.8K, something like that. Because I remember her, I don't remember if she said it to me personally or if she said it on a live stream or a video, but I remember her saying that she was coming up on 4.8K. And I looked at her channel the other day I wanted to look at one of her videos, and it said 4.1K. And I'm like, whoa. It took, for a minute, I looked at it and go, wait, she couldn't have possibly lost that many subscribers. There's no way that many people unsubscribed from her channel. Why? Because unless something happened over there that I wasn't aware of and there was some big controversy, I didn't see anything. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, they are getting worse. They honestly are getting worse. And we've talked about this before. You can't say, like, you have to say unalive or self-exiting. I mean, I'm a person with mental health issues. If I want to talk about my mental health issues, I should be able to talk about. Yeah, did you see that too, Mark? So what the hell happened to all her? I mean, that has to be a YouTube thing. I can't imagine she lost that many subs. I mean, I know like for my channel, even my channel, like the one day, it was only like a day or so ago, and because Catitude had said you're up to 259, and then I look and it was like 257, and then later in the day it was back up to 259. Now I think it's 261, and the other day it was 260. I have, but that's a lot. Yeah, yeah, 263. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. I see what you mean. Okay. So I just read it wrong. All right. Okay. Because I thought it was 4.8 and then 4.1. Okay. So then I read it wrong. That was just me being dumb. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not, I just have so much on my mind right now. I'm not even thinking straight. I'll see Mark, you come in handy sometimes. But it's nice to see you in chat. And you are behaving yourself, so good job. Even when he was by, I have to, we're going to pat Mark on the back here, because even when he was the only person in the chat, he was being very well behaved. Yeah, I know, because when you look at it, it's what do you want? What do you want? You got a bug on you got a little gnat. What do you want? You want your fish? Let's see how we can do this. I wonder if we can we can put the computer on the floor here. Let's see. Okay. We'll try the fish. You want to try the fishy? What's that? All right. I'm going to put the computer on the floor, everybody, and see if we can. Let me grab the Temptations here. We have to put them in the fishy first. Now we're going to whoop. Oops, sorry, bud. I didn't mean to throw that on you. Yeah, here. I'll put this on the. I have some. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna put the computer on the floor and try the. Yeah, yeah. Mark's like, I don't give a shit what she thinks. I want to see what I'm gonna say. But thanks, Wanda, for saying it anyway. Thanks for the. Oh, cat. Well, now come back. Come on now. Now we went into the living room and laid down. Fury, come here. Come on, we're going to show you. Come here. Come here. Fury, come here. Mr. Bill, get over here. Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill. Why are you being so contrary? Get over here. With the starfish. Oh, boy. I was just going to say this, Mark. You're lucky that I grew up around the kind of people that I grew up around, because none of this phases me. So come here. Come on. Come here. Fury, come here. Come here. All right. Let's see if we can do it here. And we have a long enough cord. Okay. I'm going to put the... Did you see? Abra is outside. Catitude. She was in last night for a few minutes to eat her fancy feast, and then she went back out. She doesn't like us anymore, I guess. Okay, so we'll put this down here. Fury, don't step on the computer. Okay, if you can see. There he is. Don't step on it. Don't step on it. Don't step on it. Here, let's move it over here so you can get around it here. What was that just fell? Here. Oh my gosh, Fury. Thought you were sleeping, bud. Okay, here, move over. Oh, there's on the floor. Okay. Well, at least you can stand in front of the computer and let people see you. Look. Okay. Here. Let me come around here. Okay. So. Over here. Can you figure that out? Look. Come here. No, don't walk away from it. If you walk away from it, Catitude's going to shame you. Here. Oh. Oh. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Fury, come on. No, don't step on the computer. Here, look here. No, don't step on the computer. Here, look here. What's that? What's that? Look, what is that? Look. I did. Fury, you want to eat that? You don't even want it? Maybe I'll try him with some greenies later and see if he'll eat them with the greenies, because he might not. Because Temptation, he's iffy on these. You don't step on the computer. Come on. You want to go by? Are you done? Come on then. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Not on the computer. You have a space in front. Why are you being this way? Here. Look. Look. Mom will show you how to do it. Look. Watch. Here it goes. Look. Here. Look. Look at the treats. Ready? Here it goes. Well, hi Gertrude. We're going to show Catitude's loving this. Well, they say never work with kids or animals. There's a reason for that. All right, well, hang on, everybody. We'll put you back up. Put everybody back on the counter here. Whoop. There you go. Boxes, boxes, and more boxes. Let me get the toy. Yeah, I can play with it. I'll put some, he likes greenies. So I'll put some greenies in it and see if that works. Maybe that will work. Let's see here. I think Catitude. Anybody else come in? Just Catitude? Our B is being by the fat wallet cat. Catitude. I knew you wouldn't be able to figure it out well. You weren't wrong. Maybe I need to change his name to Forrest Gump or something. Fury, you don't want to play with your toy? No, Gertrude, we're not. Well, I'm not at the end of the stream. I'll be on here a little bit yet. Let's see. I saw the pink hands, and I thought Nunya showed up for a minute. He's Fury Gump. Yeah, he's Fury Gump. Well, that's true. We've got the beauty and the brains, and sometimes people are blessed with both, and sometimes people are blessed with one or the other. Gertrude, we were just talking about let me pull this around here. We were just talking about the Amazon issue and YouTube issue and issues that I'm having with my current housing situation, and unboxed everything. Sometimes people have, oh yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely right. It's funny. I now you're saying that, Gertrude. So my housing, I've been having issues with the housing program here, and I was actually talking to one of the leadership of the county this morning before I got on here, actually, and I just basically said to her that our landlord should be fired, because this is a woman that really, she's caught us children. She doesn't understand. Well, you have to understand, in this housing program, I'm like one of the more, quote, stable, functional people. The norm is, well, there's my one neighbor, he's kind of, him and I get along because he's got the same issues I have. But but Mrs. Sanford, that's kind of the norm, just that kind of out there-ness. And the landlord doesn't know how to deal with anything. I actually think she's even kind of scared of some of the tenants. I really do. I think she's kind of scared of them. Oh, she should be scared of Mrs. Sanford because Mrs. Sanford carries a knife. So anyway, that's another story. But because she actually threatened another tenant with it. That's one other reason why I try to stay away from her. The this person for the county, I was talking to her this morning, and I said, you know what, really, they should fire our landlord. She should have been fired a long time ago. And she looked at me and she's like, I agree. But she can't fire her. You know, she doesn't have that kind of power. Mrs. Sanford and the Men at Night. I was so happy when I found the theme to the Sanford and Son. When I found that, I was sitting on my couch. I laughed so hard I thought I was going to pee myself. It was just, and I thought, I don't care if this gets 2 views. I know the people that know this story are going to just be so funny. He's trying to force me to move. Well, in a way, yeah, in a way. I think they're trying to make it hard enough on me that I leave voluntarily. I think that's the motive behind all of it, because I'm a troublemaker, as I've said earlier in the stream. I'm a troublemaker, and I will complain. I'm not afraid to complain. And this is the problem. The people that live here, so the people that live here have been homeless. And I think it was Mark. I think maybe it was. That does sound familiar. I think with the landlord, she doesn't like me because I have caused a lot of problems for her, because I pointed out things that she's done that's not okay. And I know there are people like, okay, so one of the things they were doing last year, they have a case manager that looks over the building. So we had this case manager. I don't bother with her, but the man that lives downstairs, the person that lives beside, or did live beside me, he's not coming back. I don't see how he's ever going to come back, because this guy could hardly get up and down the stairs. So I think he's going to be in a nursing home. And there was a third guy, and all 3 of them had messy apartments. Well, for her, she wants Martha Stewart out of everyone. She's just such a, ugh. And, some of the tenants, they have severe mental health issues, or they have depression, or they have something, or they just really don't understand. They have kind of like IDD, intellectual disabilities, maybe mild, that they don't really understand how to clean things. Most people will scrub their sink out or clean their sink out at least once a day. But they'll just leave dishes in there, or and sometimes stuff is kind of cruddy, but it's dirty dishes. Okay. It doesn't equate into eviction, or it shouldn't. And what this landlord will do is she'll threaten them with eviction. She'll say, well, your place, we'll give you until the next inspection. And if it isn't right, then you're going to get evicted. I mean, the one guy, he didn't know what to do. He was like, I'm going to have to hire a maid. I said, what? He said, I'm going to have to hire a maid to clean my apartment. Like, why would you hire a maid to clean your apartment? He said, because I don't clean it right. Like, what do you mean? He said, my bathtub's dirty. I'm like, okay. How dirty is your bathtub that she's threatening you with eviction? I don't care if that bathtub has an inch of mud in it. That does not equate to evicting someone. You can work with that. But yet this person that lives downstairs, she threatened my life. That's not an exaggeration. I was on 911. She was drunk. She was at my door. She was screaming at me, I'm going to unalive you, beach. And I called 911. 911 heard her. 911 heard her. The 911 operator said, I'm getting a police officer out there immediately. That's on record somewhere. And the landlord doesn't care. That's the kind of thing that's going on here. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, they always resort to making your life miserable. That's true. She is, Chris, and it's like this is an ongoing thing where, and I feel bad for the people that I've asked for help want to help me, but the way everything's structured, they don't have the power to just come in and change things. I mean, they have good ideas of what they want to do and how they want to address the situation, but yeah, and it's really stressful. And for Gertrude and Catitude and for other people that have joined a little late, one of the things I said in the beginning is I wanted to put out there that Kim and I are fine. We're on good terms. We're not having any issues. I just haven't been in her live streams because I am so overwhelmed right now with everything. I'm literally spending, I mean, this is why I just did this impromptu, because this is like, I thought, okay, I have time to do this right now. I actually started this around a little after 11. I figured Mark, I didn't know if Mark would, I know Mark doesn't go into the chats on Kim's channel. But I didn't know Mark, I didn't know if you would come into this chat. I'm glad you're here. But I was hoping he would at least be watching, because I wanted him to see me open his gift so that he knew that, I mean, I wanted him to I thought the UK people get shortchanged all the time because the time difference. They don't get to see this or participate in chats that much. So I just thought, okay, well, I have time right now. It's quiet right now. I'm not expecting anybody to come or knock on the door, ring the doorbell. I don't have any deliveries today. Everything should be good. So, and hopefully Mark can see this. Hopefully he can join and watch the unboxing. So that's why I'm doing it now. But, this is part of the reason why I just spend so much time all day. And like, even filling out forms, like I filled out some paperwork for some. So here's the other issue. This is the other issue that I'm having. So you thought that was, bat crap crazy, Chris? Wait to hear this one. So I have a 2000 Saturn car. The car runs. The car's, I can drive it. It runs. Everything's pretty good. I don't know if Catitude left or not. Mark probably scared her off. What'd you do to Catitude, Mark? No, don't ask me. He'll say something about, she's tied up right now. Yeah. Remember, Mark, not OnlyFans, advocacy channel. So I have this 2000 Saturn. I got the car from a gentleman. He runs a car ministry. So what he does is he gets donated cars. He fixes them up so they pass inspection. And then he gives them to people that are in need. And Catitude, I can see you. Yeah, we can see you. So I got this car from him back in 2014. The car had been previously owned by a friend of his, and this friend had inherited a car from some relative. So he didn't really need another. He didn't need another car. So he thought he'll just donate that car. The car was in good shape. It didn't have, it had some mileage put on it because him and his daughter, for some weird reason, were having a contest as to who could put the most mileage on their car. I don't know, that's weird, but anyway. But this gentleman he had been a state police officer, worked for the FBI, and had worked as some kind of insurance adjuster. So he, kept everything up. He had the money and everything, the resources to keep stuff up. So the car had been sitting for a while, but he did keep it up. So we ended up getting, you have black leggings on and black t-shirt on. Okay. I'm not even, this is, I don't know, Kim's off the rails concept is like leaking over here. So anyway, they gave me this car. That was back in 2014. So the guy that runs the car ministry, he's helped me off and on with things, and everything's been going good. Well, then 2020 hit, and in 2020, a lot of things closed down, and I just happened to be at the time where the inspection was pushed back for several months, and it just got to the point where I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to let it go because 2020 is a bust. We'll wait to 21. I'll get it inspected then. Well, then one thing led to another and everything went online. And, I dropped the ball. To be honest, I dropped the ball. I didn't get the car inspected. But here's the thing. In Pennsylvania, if you get stopped for an expired inspection sticker, it's a $25 fine. It's not a big deal. It's a $25 fine. It's not like if you don't have your driver's license or a license plate or registration, that can, you can lose your license over all that stuff, but, and get fined and possibly have jail time. But with an inspection sticker, it's not a big deal. So they come to me. So my car's sitting out here. The landlord doesn't like the cats, number one, because I feed the cats under the car, because I'm not allowed to, Mrs. Sanford can have her junkyard, but I'm not allowed to have a pan of water and food underneath the stairs for the cats. So I feed the cats underneath the car. And I got an email from the housing supervisor one day, and it said, oh, you said that your car is out of inspection. And, house rules is we can tow your car if you don't have it inspected. So I responded to him and I said, okay, I said, here's the thing. I said, number one, you do realize that the people that you're dealing with are living in poverty and can't, if I can't afford to get my car, if I can't get the repairs to get it to pass inspection, how do you think I'm going to pay to have it towed? Because they're going to tow it, but at my cost. So now the whole thing is this inspection. They're just like on me constantly about having the car inspected. And I'm like, okay, but what about Mrs. Sanford down here with all this trash? This truck that has all this junk in it. The fact that the dog just walks around the yard without a leash. The dog doesn't even have a collar and a license on. So that's kind of like the thing right now. So I think, it's just coming down to they're just doing whatever they can to irritate me enough, hoping that I leave. Long dental appointment. Ugh. I hope it's nothing serious, Kat. Like a root canal or anything else. You're going to fly over here, Mark, and fix my car. No, seriously. I think it needs a new wheel bearing on the right side. Probably needs new brake pads. I don't think it needs anything really a crown. Yeah. I've had those done. Is it big job? No, it's not big. I don't know. In fact, my the guy who gave me the car initially, he does a lot. He's 70 years old and he does a lot of work. He can do a lot of the work himself. But see, here's the thing, we what the plan was is this other program. Okay, well, I'm in PA, she's in Florida. We're not that far apart. Um, yeah, yeah, Chris. I mean, I've told them that. I said, this is harassment. I did tell them that because it is. It's like it's not a big deal. It's an expired inspection sticker. I can still drive the car. I mean, I just I drive it at night and go back roads to get to the grocery store. But um, yeah, that's true too, Gertrude. That's Pennsylvania's. Yeah, Pennsylvania's has that issue too. Well, you go ahead, Mark. Let's see. You do that. If you come over here, I will we'll do a live stream while you're fixing my car. So here's the thing that's even for Chris and Gertrude. Here's the thing that's even crazier is I'm in this program that is supposed to help people transition off of also off of like government services and into self-sufficiency. And they're supposed to, with this program as a client, there's two streams of funding. So everybody in the program is supposed to have, hi Ginger, is supposed to have $1,000 for like work training, things like that. And then the other is $1,000 for car repair. Now, the guy who donated me who gave the car to me through the car ministry, he's willing to do the work if they can get if they will buy the parts. And we can go to the junkyard and get parts. I mean, it's a 2000 Saturn. It's an old car that you can fix with a wrench and a screwdriver. It's not like you have to hook it up to computer things and all kinds of stuff. It's an old car. It's easy to fix. The parts are simple. And yet they're just giving me such a runaround that I can't. Cut a planned non-operation. Well, that's nice. Well, you have okay, so with the disability so with the disability there's a program called this is actually from the Social Security Administration. They have a program called SOAR, SOAR, and it ties in with the Ticket to Work program. And what the way it's really cool. There's a lot of cool things with that, and the way that it works is you can work, and while you're working, like you have a year that you can try to work, and during that time you don't lose your benefits. So they actually won't like. And I think you can keep your benefits to a certain extent too. I don't know all of the details. I'm just learning about it now. That would actually maybe be a good topic for this channel, because it does tie into, I mean, anything that impacts the human is going to impact the animal. Because if I get evicted, what happens to my animals? Not that I'm going to get evicted. They better not try to evict me. Because someone already said that to me. And I said, well, if they try to evict me, good. Then I'll go to the court and I'll show them all the evidence I have with Mrs. Sanford. Oh, she has a bird. She has a birdhouse with a bird feeder down there now too. I don't know what happened to the water fountain. The water fountain hasn't been running for the last couple of days. And she hasn't been out scrapping either. So I'm not sure what's going on. Well, the other thing too, I mean, I can, if you know, if things go far enough, I can report Mrs. Sanford to the city, and they'll come out there and look at that mess, and they'll find the housing provider because the stuff's all there. Yeah, Gertrude. Yeah, so Gertrude, so right now we have the army of senile cicadas. We have the pooping penguins. And we have the and we have the awesome possum. Oh, by the way, I think I responded to Mark with this. I don't know if everybody saw this, but Mrs. Sanford is afraid of the possums. She's I told her one time that they I haven't seen it, Catitude. I didn't see it last night. But I put some extra wet cat food out on the balcony. Oh, I told you that, Catitude. I thought I told Mark. Oh, it doesn't matter if I tell you. If I tell you, I tell Mark. If I tell Mark, I tell you, because you guys are just like joined at the hip. Mark, don't say anything. Remember, Mark, not an OnlyFans channel. Yeah, she at one point, because at one point I was trying to help her with her dog and everything. Oh, Gertrude, yeah, so you're thinking about okay. Now that the Gertrude just reminded me of something too, which I wanted to add and I didn't add it. Okay, so the way that this works, I don't remember who asked the question. Somebody asked the question on one of Kim's streams, I think, at one point, about how memberships benefit us. Okay, so memberships don't benefit me at all right now because I'm not eligible for them. They benefit Kim because they give her some income. Now, the way they work is, and I didn't want to run this by everyone too, because we are now at 261 or whatever. Okay, so at 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours, then I can turn on the memberships. I have to have both of those though. I have to have the 3,000. The 3,000 watch hours, I can do more streams and get the 3,000 watch hours. But the having 500, if they have the 500 subs, then we can do memberships. Then you can do, I think, super chats and all that kind of stuff. So it won't be fully monetized, but you can start to get monetized at 500. So we are getting up there. We are working on that. And what I'm thinking about doing, I'm not sure how this works, but I think the lowest, the cheapest membership I think that can be offered is like 99 cents. And that's probably what I will do. I will probably do the lowest one possible, just because I want people to be mindful of people's economic situations and want people to be able to participate. Because I would like to have this is one of the reasons why I'm going through live stream or going through StreamYard today, and not because I thought about just going through YouTube's lives, but YouTube's been so weird. And then I always end up with a bunch of crazy trolls when I do a YouTube when I actually go through their live program. Yeah, see that's the yeah, see, well, see that's the problem, Mark. The shorts get me a lot of subscribers. Oh, it was you, Chris. Okay. The shorts are getting me more subscribers, but the watch time, because they're like, you know, 15 seconds to a minute. But I like doing the shorts, and I know people enjoy them. And that's, once I get the new phone and everything, and because part of the problem is I could stream off of my old phone. The problem is my old phone, since like one of the last updates, the mic on the camera isn't very loud like it should be. So it's just really annoying. Yeah, that was the one with Kim and I. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, and they were, yeah, that was the one where we jumped off. We jumped off and we came back on in StreamYard because it was so bad. I mean, we couldn't even have any kind of discussion, and the people, Gertrude, I think you were there that day, Gertrude. And it was just so bad. Like our regular people, it was they were just as they couldn't even they couldn't even talk with us because I don't know where these people came from, but yeah, they were saying all kinds of. They really did think. I mean, I'm joking with Mark about the OnlyFans thing, but these guys were hardcore trolls. They really thought we were doing an OnlyFans, and you're like, oh, you're both so hot, and you're like, it's like, you do understand we're talking about cats here. I mean, yeah, we have fun, but our main focus here is about the cats and about. I even forget what we were talking about that day. I think that might have been the one where we. I think that might have been. Was that the one where we were trying to talk about the videos where people were videoing cats that were in pain, and I don't know, I don't remember, but yeah, it got so bad we had to jump off and go through StreamYard. Yeah, and the sad thing is that you get a lot more views if you go through the Facebook app. Yeah, exactly, Mark. Yeah, yeah, I think they saw. Yeah, yeah, they saw the cat channel and thought, yeah, they saw the cat channel and two women, and yeah, and they misunderstood what was happening. Yeah, but that was really, and that's kind of like where we just like, I don't know. I think Kim still sometimes goes through YouTube, but I just don't want to. I just don't, and I especially didn't want to do it today because, like I said, I'm overwhelmed as it is, and I'm irritated as it is, and I'm not even monetized yet, so I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that because they do look back and see how you conducted your streams and everything, and I'm just, I'm just at that point where if someone came on and started that kind of BS, I would just tell them exactly what I think, and it wouldn't be in a nice way either, because really, you don't have to act like that. I mean, it's fun is fun. I mean, we have fun with Mark, one of our special subs. We have special subs and we have fun with them. But, I could not see Mark saying anything like some of the stuff that was being said, because that was just really disgusting. I know. Well, see, that was the thing, Mark. They were Kim was blocking them. Yeah, the special. Yeah, Kim was blocking a Mark. Yeah, that was another problem because she was blocking all of them because they were just so. Well, I mean, you were there, you saw it. I mean, it's one thing if they're like it's one thing if they're like kind of, and I hate to bring the name up because I don't want to start anything, but um it was one thing if they're like if they were like our friend Bentley, because Bentley was pretty innocent. Bentley was just kind of, you know, a little annoying, but Bentley wasn't vulgar. Yeah, and it's not fair, Gertrude, it's not fair to the people that it's not fair to the people that support the channel. Well, I did report, I had one that basically implied that I was doing strange things with my cats, and I'll leave it at that. I did report that person. I blocked them, got rid of them, and it was a guy. I reported him. It was on the one the you should see me in a crown one. It was on that one. Yeah, Bentley had bad timing, but I don't think Bentley, like I said, I mean, I don't think Bentley was intentionally trying to cause problems. Well, yeah, and here's the thing. I follow this YouTuber that he's a gay man and he's a comedian. And he was talking about this, and he does a lot of like commentary on politics and things like that. And I don't always agree with everything he says, but I like to watch. I like to get different points of view. And he was talking about how he handles comments. And he said, you know, when somebody comments, he said, if somebody comments something and they don't really agree with you, that's one thing. But when they come on and they purposely say things like the guy that said I had a lot of nerve talking about my neighbor's dog when I'm a effing hoarder with all the junk that's on the balcony. Like, okay, well, you don't even know what's going on here, first of all. Not junk, cat stuff. So, you don't even know. But above and beyond that, you have no right to talk to me like that or to judge me. And this is what this comedian's saying. He said he's at the point where he just like deletes them, blocks them, bans them, deletes them. And I'm like, you know what? He has a point. I don't have to put up with that. So I think going forward, that's how I'm going to handle it. I've already made my stand about the trolls, but I'm not going to subject my community to that because, you know, the community that's here is coming from Kim's community, and Kim has a pretty nice community for the most part. I mean, there's ones that come on and call her a hoarder or whatever. But, those kind of comments, even those kind of comments, I'm not going to put up with it over here. I mean, if she wants to, she can, but I'm not going to. Which one, Mark? The one with, oh, the one with the dog. Yeah. Yeah, the one with the dog. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of people calling me Karen and stuff too, but well, you want to call me Karen. I don't care about that, but don't call me a hoarder or, say, yeah, yeah, there's just certain things that I'm not going to put up with. But that did. Yeah, the dog one. Yep. But Tora's one where I went, Tora's one did even better than the dog one. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like once I get a better phone, because yeah, part of the problem is taking my other phones out. I can't always get Wi-Fi out there. That's exactly right, Gertrude. And that's the thing. I mean, this is why, as I said, this is why I did the StreamYard. I went through StreamYard this morning because I thought I don't want to deal with a lot of stupidity. I don't want to deal with a lot of trolls. I figured, again, part of it was I really did want Mark. I was hoping Mark would at least see it. I didn't know if Mark would come into the chat, but I was hoping Mark would at least see it because I wanted him to see that, I did get his gift and it's unboxed. And I just didn't want, because I wanted to talk about some of these things, and I want to talk among, people that I consider friends. I mean, I know we're not like hanging out together, but we're virtual friends. And some of you and some of you have reached out to me through email and we've communicated. So, we have that additional layer of a relationship developing. So, I think that's important. And I want people to feel safe here too. That's another big thing for me. I want people to feel safe. I don't want people to feel like I don't want people to feel like they're going to be intimidated, or they're going to have somebody say something stupid to them or whatever. I mean, we all we know Mark's doing stuff in fun. We know we're not taking Mark. I don't take Mark seriously. I mean, I know he's just playing and he's having fun. Aw, thanks, Kat. Yeah, exactly. We can care about one another. Yeah, and we can have fun. We can. We can have fun. But we shouldn't have, but the people in this chat shouldn't have to deal with somebody saying something ignorant. I mean, there's a difference between the fun kind of joking and stuff that Catitude and Mark do compared to the downright nasty trolling kind of things that make people feel very uncomfortable. No, I know that, Mark. Yeah, I know. I don't I don't have a problem with you. Mark, you've always been very respectful when if I've asked you to just tone it down a little bit. You don't have you've never taken offense to that or anything, and I appreciate that. But I know everybody here knows you, so we all know that you're our special sub, and you always will be. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that exactly. They want a reaction. Look, I don't. It's like my thing is, I don't. People can have fun. They can say basically whatever they want. Um, as long as it's not getting out of hand, I don't have a problem with it. Yeah. Wrong emoji. I mean, everyone in this chat right now has been incredibly supportive to the channel. And I appreciate that. And Gertrude, I appreciate sarcasm because I grew up in a very sarcastic family. We were all very sarcastic. No one understood it. And it was when you're talking to someone that doesn't understand sarcasm. That's what I was telling Mark earlier in the stream, that I don't have a problem with his sense of humor because I grew up with a father that some of the stuff that he said was just embarrassing. It used to get to the point, like sometimes we'd go in a store or something, and my mom and we would just look at each other, and I'd say, is it time for Dad to go back to that special place yet? And Mom would say, yeah, I think the white coat people are coming soon for him. And and other people would be looking at the store that have no idea. Cutting up Buddy. Yeah, a lot of people don't get sarcasm, Kat. I mean, I grew up around it, so, but a lot of people don't get that. I mean, I would say things already, and then I'd say things about myself, and especially now because the times are so different. And I would have people say, "Oh, don't say that about yourself because you're so nice and everything." I'm just joking. I don't really think that about myself. It's just sarcasm. Intense fog drinker. Oh, Mark. Yeah, I like Cat Mama though. I like that. You are a cat mama. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that you changed it to Cat Mama. So, all right, I it is looking like it's almost 2 o'clock. I actually have a Zoom call at 2, so I'm gonna go. And I want to thank everyone though for hanging out with me. I'm sorry for the short notice this morning, but like I said, I thought I had time. I better take advantage of it. Um, and Mark, I'm glad that you showed up. Thank you for showing up. And know that you're welcome. I mean, you're welcome in my chats anytime. Because, like I said, I've never had an issue with you. You've always been respectful, and if someone doesn't understand your sense of humor or anything, and I mention it to you, you've always been fine with me. So I like seeing everybody here. Yeah. So, and I wanted to thank everyone. So, it doesn't matter if you've bought things for me and the kitties, or if if you're just supporting the channel by being here and liking, and you've subscribed and all that. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just happy that I'm happy and grateful for everybody. So thank you so much. Yeah, Catitude. Yeah, yeah. So you got to. Yeah, Mark's misunderstood. He's he's our special sub. And Chris, thanks for showing up. I don't know if Ginger is still here. Um, well, that's good to know. If around 11 o'clock's good for UK people, maybe I'll start trying to do some stuff. Yeah. because I was trying to figure out. I thought this might be a good time. I'm glad you're agreeing with me, because I was trying to figure out when would be, because and it's not just this channel. I mean, I've seen like Kim's channel. I know I see people from the UK all the time saying, "Wish I could stay, but it's like 2 o'clock, or it's 2 in the morning." Or I see in other streams that I'm on in the chat, and people are like, "Okay, well, I guess I'm going to be part of the rewatch gang again, because you never have streams when I can make them." So, and there are a lot of cat lovers in the UK too. Well, it's kind of interesting. That would actually be an interesting. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a live stream. Maybe we'll do a live stream and see, as a topic, we could actually talk about the difference in the way people view outdoor cats. Because I had a comment from someone from Germany that, because it seemed like in Europe, I mean, I think it's more about letting the cats are outside and it's not such a big deal, but here it is. Because the person was from Germany, and they were asking me why I didn't let Fury out all the time. I'm like, no, not here. I can't do that here. We're at 5, so missed the first 30 minutes. Okay, so like maybe more towards 12, maybe 12 noon. Yeah. Yeah, this heat and humidity. Well, it's my temperature says 81 here on the laptop. But okay, I hate to end it. I'm going to have to, because I have to get off of here and jump onto my other appointment. And I will talk to everyone later. So thanks for hanging out. And I have to do the YouTube thing, everybody. So if you're new here and this is the first time you've watched us, if you managed to watch through the whole thing, we do a lot of this kind of stuff. So please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, hit the like, leave a comment, try to make it nice and respectful. Enough negativity in the world. If you don't know what to comment, just put some kind of nice emoji. And thank you all for hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Love you, and goodbye for meow. Penguin, please. Bye, everyone.